Once upon a planetary cycle, in the fifth quadrant of the extremely unremarkable nebula, Yun, there drifted a speck. Not just any speck. A gray speck. This gray speck, classified under galactic debris form 4ZZB, subsection D, dust-like particles of unknown but possibly harmless origin, floated gently, oh so gently, through a microfracture in subspace. Its name, technically it didn't have one, but if it did, it might have been named Tharnibulus, or maybe Greg. We will call it Greg the Speck. Greg the Speck drifted, for a long time. How long? Well, in the time unit of standard galactic drift, SGD, it was approximately 44 trillion spin cycles. But if converted to Earth time, it would amount to somewhere between 7 hours and 7 geological eras. Exact translation is impossible due to bureaucracy. Greg drifted past a rock. The rock was beige. No, gray tan beige. It had a texture that could best be described as minimally rough. Greg admired the rock, though Greg had no eyes. Then Greg passed another speck. This speck was also gray. It was not Greg, we don't know what it was called. Greg did not interact with it. They simply passed each other, slowly, for 17 million years. Then nothing happened. And then nothing continued to happen, for a while, a long while. So Greg continued drifting. He passed near a cosmic DMV dust management vortex outpost, where he could have been logged and given a serial number. But alas, he was 1 centimeter too small for registry, so he remained undocumented. He drifted. Chapter 2, Drift continued. In this chapter, we further examine the complexities of Greg's drift. Greg's current velocity was calculated to be 0.00000000000000, 2 microns per rotation cycle squared. Scientists, who also drift, philosophically speaking, believe this rate of drift could increase by as much as 0.00000000000000000, 1 microns if exposed to a moderately warm breeze. But there are no breezes in space, so the drift remained unchanged. For the next several pages, we examine the angle of Greg's orientation in quantum roll space. Was he rotating slightly to the left? Maybe, but also maybe not. Some ancient texts suggest that Greg had a 0.00000001% wobble along his z-axis. This caused a vibration in narrative cohesion. Greg did not notice, because Greg is a speck. Chapter 3, A mild disturbance at time marker ZXD99 theta. Greg was briefly grazed by a neutrino. This neutrino had been traveling since before light had been invented. The moment was momentous, but only to the neutrino. Greg didn't react because Greg is still a speck, and the neutrino was in a hurry. It left, and Greg kept drifting. Chapter 4, Bureaucratic interlude. Meanwhile, in a forgotten satellite orbiting a space bureaucracy station near Galactic Quadrant 2, a clerk named Pirel was reviewing Greg's file. The file was blank because Greg technically didn't exist. Pirel considered updating it. Then he reconsidered. Then he took a break. Then he reconsidered again. And in the end, he did not file anything. This decision had no impact on the universe. Greg drifted. Chapter 5, Dust philosophy. Here we take time to consider, what is a speck? Is it matter? Is it memory? Is it metaphor? Or is it just a very, 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 very small thing? The Council of Temporal Stillness convened for 9 hours to debate this. At the end of their discussion, they concluded, dust is dust. A thunderous round of silence followed. Chapter 6, Return of the beige rock. Greg passed the beige tan gray rock again. It had not changed. Neither had Greg. Time had passed. Or had it? The answer is maybe. Greg drifted, and so on.